We're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. Oh, I can't see nothing that way. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Okay. What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome. It's Wednesday night, and welcome to Hits and Heels. And tonight, by popular demand, actually, I am back with my husband, Coach Bryant. So, my name is Coach Terri Bryant, and I am a football coach because of this man right here. He made me a football coach. So I presently coach middle school football. He's the head coach, and I'm his assistant head coach. We coach middle school. And I also coach a women's tackle football team, the Derby City Dynamite out of Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm the running backs coach, and I help out with, just other little stuff. And I absolutely enjoy it. And I guess that's where I'm going to start, Coach Bryant, because I know you got a host of things and so many topics that we could talk about because we haven't been on together in a long time. So I know that we got a lot to catch up on. So this Saturday.
Saturday. You're talking about past Saturday, right?
No, this Saturday. Oh, so this upcoming Saturday at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
At Holy Cross High School in Louisville, Kentucky, we will play our first home game. And we're playing against the St. Louis Slam is coming. So the St. Louis Slam were the runner-up in the pro division last year. So they played at the Hall of Fame against Boston. Boston won like 4 years in a row. And the Slam was a runner-up. So last season when we played them, I thought we played really, really well. We were the only team last year to score against them. And the only team to pick their quarterback off. And we're excited about that. But I got Coach Bryant, I got the scoop, and they said that we are a 28-point underdog going into this game.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with the first time y'all played them during the regular season, and they beat y'all handily.
They did,
and I think that has a lot to do with it. But prediction doesn't mean defeat.
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping that my team will respond, and everybody will come to play, and we will kind of prove the mass. So it's called the Massey. Whatever the thing is, it's the computer generation that puts that together. Hopefully we'll prove Massey wrong and we'll have a better showing.
So is Massey like FICA?
And I think so. It gives you like a rating. So it ranks us like every week, or ranks each team like every week, and then it also gives like a prediction of what they think the score is going to be. But at the end of the season, based off of Massey, if you kind of beat Massey, so let's say they're saying we're going to score 14 points. If we score under 14 points, that would kind of count against us later on when it's time to put us in the playoffs, seed us in the playoffs. But if we keep them to less than, I think, 42 points, so they're predicting the game to be like 42-14 or something like that. But if we keep St. Louis under 42 points, I think that kind of helps us, especially if we at least beat the teams that we're supposed to beat in the D2, because we're a D2 team and the Slam is a pro team.
Okay. Well, I was saying FICA is in taxes. We don't know who they are. I'm just saying.
I get it.
I don't know who those people
are.
What up?
There's your niece. Hey, niece. What's up, family?
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about, and then we'll go forward.
Oh, I didn't share this on our page. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this real quick. So go ahead.
My question is: last week, y'all get a dub.
We got a dub. It's my first dub on the team because we didn't get any last year.
Yeah, and so with that said, is 1-0, going with this powerhouse. So what do they do? See, I'm the interviewer now. What do they? No, I'm just kidding. So what do they do that makes you go, wow, as a coach?
You can tell that they're really disciplined as a team. It's hard to touch the quarterback. So we just got off of doing film with the team right before we got on. And one of the things that we saw, and then even with the years that our owner has been watching them, their offensive line is absolutely disciplined and top notch. Nobody gets to their quarterback. So she always has plenty of time to do what she needs to do.
And they got time. What that said is, if you don't realize that means receivers got time to run 2 to 3 cuts.
Yes.
Because if you give time, you can run 2 or 3 cuts. I mean, if you even go with the Chiefs and look at that, and you got receivers running cross routes, and he's from one end to the other is because the old line is giving them the opportunity for him to get in the routes. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They got speed in the backfield, so they got this a girl named number 30. She's got speed just like our Essence. The first time we played them, she did run the kickoff back on us because of her speed. If she gets in the open field, it's a wrap because she's pretty quick and she's small. So she does a great job of using her running backs and her blocks, running behind her backs, because you can't see her. And so it's going to be, a struggle to contain her.
Well, I think also what it is when I watched film with you the other day, she's a running back. She's not a runner. She can figure out her holes and does a very good job. They do a very good job of passing as well. And so they're going to keep you out balanced as a defensive coach because they do both very decently well. They have a receiver number 17 who goes deep, and then she's got great hands. Yeah, they chuck it up with number 8, number 9, and they do stop routes and they go routes. They do dig routes. They pitch. They go inside. So they sort of keep you honest, and you got to read your keys and stay in your area. So it's pretty neat to watch. So what not putting your strategy out there. What is y'all strategy?
We got to play fast. We just got to play fast. We have to match their intensity because they're going to play fast. They also do a lot of no huddle, so they play fast as well. And so we're just going to have to match their intensity. Our safeties and our secondary is just going to have to really, really. They got to peek in the backfield, but they got to make sure that they're not looking in the backfield because they got to make sure that nobody gets behind them.
Right.
And we got to tackle once we wrap, and then everybody's got to get to the ball once someone wraps up a tackle, and we just got to play fundamental football because they're going to play fundamental football.
Well, I like that, and that's what you have to do. So, I guess I'm looking now to bring it home.
Okay.
In Lexington, and let's go. If you don't mind, let's for the first time. Let's go a little college baseball.
College baseball. Is Kentucky still in top 5?
They're number 4.
Let's go.
I mean, Kentucky is number 4 with a 35-10 record. Just outstanding. And the head man is Coach Roach. He's done a fantastic job with them. University of Tennessee is ranked number 1. And that makes a big difference. But I just had to get a shout out to Kentucky baseball. They are doing a fantastic job, because you got UT ranked number 1. You got Texas A&M, Arkansas, South Carolina, Mississippi State, LSU. Now, my biggest fear of the headman, okay, as you can see, there's his name right there. All right.
Mangio.
Okay. The headman, what I'm afraid is I hope he doesn't do like John Connor and Henderson and go to Mississippi State, because that's what happens when Kentucky starts winning in baseball. Mississippi State
comes and steals
our head coach.
Well, my thing is 2 years ago, he was on the chopping block.
I think he was on the chopping block based on players not staying, because he can coach. There's no question. If you ever saw Kentucky baseball, they can hit. They play D. He's got depth. He's done a fantastic job. And I just wanted to say that on your pod, if you don't mind.
I got you. You can tell you anything you want to say.
And give him credit. But then also we have to go to the South. I have to give credit to a friend of mine, his son, Devin O.B., who plays for Duke. They're number 9.
This is the only time that I'm gonna tell you right now. The only time that I'm rooting for Duke is only because Devin Obey plays baseball for Duke.
And he ended up going to Nashville, Tennessee, finishing out his career, but he was at Bowling Green High. Oh, that would be the Purples. Okay, that would be the Bowling Green High Purples. And he shaking your head for Purples. Come on.
Shout out Purples.
Shout out BG Perps. But anyway, I had to say something about him because this is an open area. We're bouncing it around, talking about different stuff, and this makes you very proud to know the kid when he was, 10, 11, and 12, and now he's at, and going to Duke can tell you he can read and write.
Yeah,
that's what makes it pretty good. He can do it all. His dad, Terri Obey, played in the NFL, and great guy, fantastic person, and so I just had to give that a shout out.
Hey, Kevin Watson, thank you. Can't wait to be. He said, "Can't wait to be on the sidelines on Saturday." Good stuff.
Okay.
And SEC, hey SEC.
SEC.
That's my baby.
Oh, SEC. Well, hey, I saw him squatting there.
He did.
Yeah.
He was getting it in.
Yeah, your dad's going to have to tell you twice to take out the trash. You keep getting strong like that, young man.
And then Jackson was breaking up a pass online.
That's his brother.
Yeah.
And
our baby.
Talented family, talented, good people's mom and dad, fantastic. The Davenports, and we were very blessed to have them in our lives.
Absolutely.
They're good, fantastic
Absolutely.
people. Fantastic people. Okay, where you want to go now? We can go all over the place.
You know what? We are all over the place. So I tagged. Let's go to yours. Y'all had 2 games. Y'all got rained out all week. But how's your season going?
Well, our season is not what we thought. And she's talking about Bryant Station baseball here in Lexington, Kentucky, and we've got some players. I mean, people don't think we do. We really do. We've got to just get our guys to mentally stay strong for 7 innings because they are fantastic and they're busting their tails. They really are trying to get better and better. And I think the biggest thing is they have to learn is being coached. And being coached is sometimes ain't nice. Being coached sometimes ain't nice.
Oh my God. And you need to tell that to my women's team.
Yeah, because sometimes people think, and
as a coach that you're supposed to be, it's all right, it's okay.
We're right alive. Inside joke, guys. But with that said, that we're doing, but we're going to be one of those teams that in our district knows that you better bring your A game, or we're going to beat you. We're not going to upset you. We're going to beat you, and that's a fact. Because I mean, we're 1 hit away, 1 less walk away, and if we figure this out, which we're going to, we figure this out, we're going to be nice, and we can finish strong. It doesn't matter during the season; it's how you finish at the end, and hopefully we will do what we're supposed to do. And Coach Hagan, the head coach, is on the assistant coaches, myself and Kevin, Doug, and Marshall, to make sure that we're coaching them up all the time. So that's pretty good.
That's good. That's good. So I want to go back to since we're on local high school, something that caught my attention today. So Coach Merrow was visiting our local high school today. I saw him at Douglas, but he was also at Bryant Station, and Jordan Haskins got an offer to Kentucky.
Yeah. And that freshman who will be a sophomore, he's special.
Yeah,
that's a special. I mean, his older brother is too, but that little young pup is special. He's not bad at all. He's not bad at all. His dad went to Bryant Station, played quarterback in DB, and ended up going to University of Louisville.
Are we L's up or we L's down?
Well, we're L's down, but when you say Haskins, I'll give the L's up. So, but his kids have done fantastic They've done fantastic.
Yeah, I'm trying to recruit his daughter.
His daughter
to play for me on my team.
Well, his daughter needs to go to New York and
be a model
and get paid because she is beautiful. She is beautiful and an intelligent young lady. But I mean, the Mr. and Mrs. Haskins got to be very proud of their kids. They're growing up in academics as well, doing their thing, and it makes you proud. But that was a fantastic thing, him getting an offer.
Absolutely. From the I mean, I love when Coach Merrill offers our local kids.
Yeah,
it's huge because that wasn't happening for a long time.
For a period of time, it was definitely not happening.
Yeah.
And but our kids can play here in Lexington.
They can play.
They can play. There's many of them besides just Haskins, but there's many others that can play.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, because Darian Talbert got he picked up a couple more offers as well. Yeah. So between Talbert and Brock Kaufman, they are killing it on the with racking up the offers.
Well, and also they're killing it because their grades. The grades help tremendously. You can. I say this a lot at Crawford Middle School. I can get a gorilla to run and jump, but I can't get them to read and write. So the main objective is you want both. You want an athlete that can run and jump, but they can read and write because that's their future. Because pretty soon sports will end. It will end. Mm-hmm. So you have to go back on that college degree. And so I'm proud of them. And again, Haskins and the Haskins family, we're very proud and happy for y'all and that offer. And so, I might as well tell everybody else to go away because you might as well if you come on the big blue. Come on now. Not that I'm biased.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, y'all, you need to go ahead and commit to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to stay in. You want to stay high school because Mr. Brown is on and he's got some.
Yeah, please.
He's got some
Mr. Brown,
MLB questions.
Please.
What is the most important position in baseball?
Pitcher.
Hands down.
I mean,
you don't have no pitching.
Wolford County won a state title game. The weather helped them like it's doing now. It kept raining. They basically had two pitchers. They were steady. What are you doing?
My hair is sticking up. Sorry.
Mine is too. Anyway, silly. But Wolford County won a state title with basically two outstanding pitchers. Pitching is it. The next, it's a toss-up between the 2-hole and the 6-hole, which is a shortstop and catcher. Because, a lot of times catchers can get calls, because of the glove movement and framing, if you will, and that makes a big difference. And then the fourth one is the 6-hole, shortstop. If you got somebody competed, we've got a good one. Jordan is he's as Coach Chandler would say, he's not your average bear. That young man is nice. He's nice. So, and Scott County's got a nice one. Let me say that, and also Frederick Douglass, they got a nice one. So, so with that said,
I don't want to take nothing away from your team, but my favorite player right now in Fayette County is Leighton Harris.
Oh, well, he's a pitcher.
And he's bad.
Yeah, he's going to the
University of Kentucky.
And he's graduating this year, and hopefully the weather stops raining, and I will see him tomorrow because my station is scheduled to play Frederick Douglass at Frederick Douglass, and then Friday we're supposed to be at our house playing Frederick.
Oh, good. I'm gonna miss tomorrow because it's our last practice before we get ready for our game on Saturday. So I'll be at the game on Friday then. Hopefully it won't get rained out again.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I've been a fan since Leighton, since he was at Eastern.
At Eastern, yeah.
At Eastern.
When he and Ty played on the same
before
team?
that. When he played for the Cardinals.
Okay,
gotcha. Cardinals. Yes, it was the Cardinals. My brain just popped in. And outstanding young man, outstanding family. Todd, his dad, is great man, and Leighton makes you a fan.
He's the man. I've been a fan for a long time.
He makes you a fan.
Okay.
So,
what else we got, Coach Bryant?
Well,
you want to stay?
We're gonna stay back. We're gonna stay in Kentucky.
We're gonna stay in Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky basketball.
Kentucky basketball. So last week, I had the pleasure of having the legend Sean Woods on, and of course we talked. We had some really good conversations about Kentucky basketball and just about the recruiting process and that in general. But So what is your take on Kentucky basketball?
Well,
Because right now the portal is closed right now, isn't it?
I cannot recall if it is or not.
I know for football it is.
Well,
I think for basketball too, the portal's closed.
Okay. Well, I think Kentucky basketball right now is right now to me. He's getting certain players. He's not getting these home households. He's got a few players, if you will, that is looking.
But what's the kid that committed to South Carolina? He asked for a release. I think he's coming.
Yeah, he is coming, and that's Trent. Trent is from Kentucky, and he was at South Carolina. Now he's committed to come to Kentucky.
Oh,
He averaged 29 points a game his senior year. He's over 3,000 points in shooting, 3,000 plus, not just 3,001. I think it's 3,207 points. So he can fill it up. And again, there was an SEC school running it.
Right.
And,
So that should be equal.
He can play a little bit.
So Tyler Eulis did finally leave and is joining Cal in Arkansas. So Cal got like five of his players that left and went to followed him to Arkansas.
Well, we knew that was going to happen. I mean, because Cal makes it crystal clear. He makes it crystal clear what he is about. He's about Cal. I've said this time, and people chime in on it. This is what I knew. Like, it's me, you.
Yes.
We're not married. Just say we're not, but we are. Trust me, we're married. But we're not. And there's I'll use Mr. Brown.
Okay.
The one thing about Kentucky basketball you used to say is, I'm gonna have the first party at my house, first game. You gonna say you're gonna have the second party,
right?
And then Brown's gonna have the third, and we'll see about the fourth, fifth, or sixth. That wasn't Kentucky basketball in the last 3 to 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, even Team Live, we didn't get together and watch games like we normally did.
Right. Well, because what happened is we would get beat in my first party. And then there's no use to have another party.
Right.
Get together, excuse me. And then you what? And that, if it got to Mr. Brown, wow. But that didn't take place.
Gotcha.
And I think the players he's got coming in, he's got Butler coming in as well, and he's got, Perry, who's the all-time Kentucky leading scorer in Kentucky history, is coming in. He's going to have some shooters, and he's going to have some kids that's going to stay a little bit. And he's got a few kids that is looking for the NBA, that's going to end up going to the NBA, but they're not the home household.
Gotcha.
And I just truly believe, truly believe the players he's got in, if they gel, because South Carolina, Arkansas went to the portal last year, and they had a lot of transfers, but they didn't gel together, and they were pretty good. So that's what you're hoping right there. Okay, that communicates the new income and who they're trying to get, who's looking maybe for the NBA, and I want this to work for Kentucky, not for and what I love about Coach Bo, he made it crystal clear. It's about Kentucky.
Yes, the name on the front, not the name on the back.
Yeah, and the name not on the door, and meaning
Coach.
Yes. Okay, and and you can't disagree.
You can't
I appreciate what he did, and the excitement and certain years that he brought to the university, because you can't take that away from him. But after a while, we're tired of hearing they're young.
Yes.
We're tired of hearing that, this is a team I enjoy coaching. And then all of a sudden we get beat by
Greenup County.
Or someone. We were just tired of it. So I think Kentucky basketball this coming year is going to be outstanding. It's going to be exciting. I hope the babies just play up to that.
Right.
Play up to the name on the front, the University of Kentucky, because when you get a little bit older, you start truly enjoying your school.
And you do.
You really do. You really do.
And you do.
And the kid, the guard out of West Virginia, Terri, without an eye, there's no eye at the end. Outstanding. They got some grown man coming in playing, and that's what makes it pretty good. That's what makes it pretty good to me. So, what do you think?
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm excited. I still can't just get over just the millions of people that showed up for the press conference. But I do, and I mean, to me, that spoke volumes about what the fans felt and how the fans would feel. I didn't realize that people were sick of Cal like that.
I don't. I mean, well, you remember I used to bark.
I mean, I did too. I mean, yeah, we both did. We both did, but I never thought that he would leave.
Well, I think sometimes, to my opinion, I don't know Cal like that, but I think it's like a relationship. If you don't feel the love, you don't want to stay somewhere you don't feel you.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think because you know, the AD Mitch, I thought this. I know this fight came from nowhere, but it couldn't, because in his contract it specifically says, you know, he has the right to communicate, but he has to tell the University of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when the meeting was over and he got on the TV station and they thought they hashed it out, then our next thing you know, he's saying, I'm still going to look at other options. So I think Mitch was looking. And I think it's a good hire. You know, no ball's been tossed up in the air yet, but I think the players he's getting to come in is hopefully they fit the University of Kentucky's system. And the greatest thing about it is, like you said before, to me, it has a lot to do with former players coming back.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's huge, and them being mentors.
Yeah.
Like I would literally, I'm not saying what anybody should do on their
as long as they're not coaching them.
Yes, I wouldn't coach them, but just being a mentor.
Coach Pope is the coach.
Yes.
And his staff is the coach. And the problem sometimes with alumni is they like to put their 2 cents in. Stop. You know, just support them and teach them. I never will forget Bowling Green High when their coach was there. He's now at he's at Trent, St. X. Excuse me.
St. X. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. St. X.
He's at St. X. Sorry about that, coach.
My bad.
All right. And he said to me way back, he was like, Cisco, can you come and tell them how to be a purple?
Yeah.
You know, not coach them.
Not just tell them how to be. What does it mean to be a purple?
What does it mean to be a Wildcat?
Yes, we need the veterans to come in and just say, this is what it means to be a Wildcat and to wear the Kentucky brand.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable.
As a basketball player, it
is pretty good.
You know, but so today at work, Will Levis was our guest speaker.
Yeah, you told me that, and
and it's funny because I was with my girl Jennifer. So we had they was giving away money, and then they had a raffle on who all can get to take pictures with them. So of course I didn't win that. But when I ran into one of our vice presidents or whatever, I told her, I said, listen, I know for a fact that I'm the only person in this building who's got a son at the University of Kentucky, and I want the opportunity to be able to talk to Will Levis. And she pulled strings for me and got me in so I could take pictures with him. So I got to talk to him, and of course he's met my cousin LJ, and I told him to make sure that he hugs Mama Sneed for me, and we chopped it up about Coach Lori Locust, which is my girl, and which is still the only, I was glad they retained her as a football coach with the Titans.
Right.
So she's still one of the very few women coaches in the league. So I'm glad about that.
I like that. And you want to tell the rest of the story? Paul Harvey, for you older, younger people, Paul Harvey had a show way back when I was a kid, and he would tell a part of the story, and then he said, I'll be right back for the rest of the story. You want to tell the people the story? That you still owe me $50. 50.
So I owe him $50 because
50.
Will Levis was originally slated to go in the top 10 in the draft of the 2023 draft, right? But he dropped all the way down to like number 30. And so I was like, I didn't think he was that good. He was like, he's good. I know talent, blah, blah, blah. And so, of course, in his debut against the Atlanta Falcons, he had an absolutely fantastic game.
Where you from, the South? Falcons? It's Falcons.
The Falcons.
Okay.
He had an absolute fantastic game.
Mobile.
Hey, Gridiron Beauties. Yes, a big weekend with a WFA Pro this weekend. Yes, absolutely.
But and the thing about him was, and I said this for quarterback last year. Leary was coming off of an injury. Levis coming off of an injury. Okay. And to me, that made a big difference. Just like Brock coming in from Georgia, who is, was the backup that's coming in. His only biggest thing is he's got to get used to the speed. So people relax. Right? He's got a big gun because he hasn't been a starter. There's a big difference in going in practice
and going against the second string when the second string is there when you're in the game.
That was Leary and that was Levis. They're coming back from an injury. The speed is different in a practice. When you practice, you are practicing against studs. But after a while, the studs. You know what they can and cannot do.
But as a quarterback, you can't get hit in practice.
You're not supposed to.
I know. So you don't know.
Yeah, but you can see the speed.
You can see the speed.
You can see the speed. Trust me. You can see the speed. But what that said is, I thought that was the biggest thing for us coming up this coming year when Brock does his thing and he's got height, he's got speed. The new coordinators coming in for the University of Kentucky, which is fantastic. That makes it pretty cool. I'm excited. You got kids coming in from Georgia, kids coming from Alabama, Ohio State, coming and wanting to play for the University of Kentucky, and that's pretty good on the offensive side and defensive side. Got one of the name escapes me. I cannot remember that young man's name, who's one of the top running backs in the nation, is coming to Kentucky next season, and he's predicted to be a NFL draft choice. I don't know if he's coming in this season or next season. His name escapes me. I apologize, people, for bringing up the subject without his name. And Kentucky is it. Stoops and his coaching staff is doing a fantastic job of bringing in studs, because you can't just bring in one. You got to bring in multiple.
Oh, your boy's coming in at quarterback. The one that was at Rutgers.
Gavin.
Gavin?
Yeah, from
Winslet. What's his name?
Winslet, right.
Wimsett. Gavin Wimsett, yeah. And
he was a All-State, which Ty Bryant played against him. He played for Owensboro, the Red Devils, with my roomie, Mark Higgs, who's from Owensboro, who played for the Red Devils. So it's exciting for him to come in, but
why though?
I don't know. I gotta ask his mom.
I would like to know why he's coming.
Because the quarterback, Brock's got 2 years.
Brock's got 2 years, and we just got
Allen, who just came.
Bo Allen came back, and we got the quarterback that just graduated from LCA.
Yes, he's coming in.
He's coming in, and he's nice.
He's nice.
So that's 4 quarterbacks.
That's 4 real quarterbacks, not just people standing there. So the quarterback coach got a pretty good look.
I like him. I met him. He's good people.
Yeah.
But Gridiron Bays, that's a great point too. He said position transition from injury for a quarterback is definitely different.
It's 100% different.
It's definitely different. Yeah.
When you there's a difference between hurt and injured. And I've been injured. There's a big difference. And people don't understand. You don't bounce back as quickly because mentally you have to get your mental part back. And that is a fantastic point. And looking into the SEC, staying in football mode, Georgia is, Georgia should do their thing. And Texas, who's coming into the SEC, Texas is loaded.
Texas is loaded.
They're loaded this year. I'm sorry. But the loaded team is not in the SEC, and that's Ohio State. Ohio State said the best team money can buy. I'm sorry. Ohio State has bought some people. And if they don't win a national title, Buckeyes, don't talk. Don't talk to me. because I'm sorry, that team is loaded. The only thing that's hurting Ohio State is their quarterback. We don't know what their quarterback's going to do. But every other position, linemen, D linemen, linebackers, so they're going to look a little bit, and I'm sorry about that, guys, no offense. They don't look a little bit like Michigan last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC will definitely challenge the league. It's definitely going to be different. And then we no longer have the East and West anymore either. It's just whoever are the top teams or whatever is how they're going to get seeded.
But see,
so we're not going to have a SEC championship game next year.
Yes, you will. The top two,
based off the top two. Yeah.
But the difference is when people talk about Alabama, like Ole Miss is going to be pretty good. The team that you got to, I hate to say it, the team that you got to watch out for in the SEC in football is Tennessee.
Tennessee, they were good last year.
And Tennessee, that quarterback is real. That running back is real. That defense is real. Tennessee has a very good squad. The coach has done a fantastic job in 2 years.
That coach has been doing a good job.
3 years ago, Tennessee was duty. Mm-hmm. And now, can I say that on there?
Duty.
Yeah. Okay. If I can,
it's my pocket.
I'm just making sure.
We want to stay on here.
I don't get no doorbell ring. Ding, ding. Okay.
But you're saying the NIL is definitely a big deal now for the NCAA, and it helps or hurts the chemistry in certain conferences.
Say it again.
He said the NIL is a big deal now for the NCAA, and it helps or hurts chemistry in certain conferences.
Well, I think that the NIL, there are 7 new rules that's coming in next year that's going to stop all this, and it's going to limit, and you better get them before you get them.
Yeah,
because they're not going to let you run rapid. A judge decided the NIL based on was it BYU or California?
One of them.
One of them or both. And then in like the transfer portal, everything's going to be fixed, but it's not going to be like it was. So people need to stop understanding that there's a difference. And I give you the best example I can say is, you remember when nobody had cell phones? Okay.
Now everybody has a cell phone.
Yeah. Everybody's got to move.
It's commonplace.
Everybody's got to move. I mean, society has changed. Things have changed. You remember I said this to a parent, and she kept talking about how I was raised, and I kept saying, "Have you ever been to Manhattan?" And she said, "No, I can't ascribe Manhattan." It's the same thing. You can't talk about something you did if nobody can understand it.
Right.
And so stop. The college football is now a $1 billion company.
Absolutely.
Billions. And the babies need to get paid. Because if you ever saw, I'll tell you what you need to watch. Watch the episode of the 5-5.
Oh, that's good.
30 for 30.
It's good.
They kick it out the way it was. And I think it was Howard who made a comment about it. And Howard said, it's amazing. They're selling my jersey for $40 and I'm riding a scooter or bicycle to class. We didn't have money. And people kept saying we was getting paid. We wasn't getting paid. See the 30 for 30. That's what I'm talking about. Players now, it's a $1 billion company. You're bringing millions of dollars. Coaches are getting tons of money. And the babies need to be paid. I'm just saying they need to be paid. And so with that said is that's what makes it exciting. Kentucky is 12, and Kentucky's going to be pretty good this year. They need to make
Go ahead,
they need to make their own breaks, and they need not to make certain mistakes against top-ranked teams. The defense with Coach White is going to be outstanding.
Yes.
Their offense.
We got a lot of our secondary coming back.
They got the running back that's transferring in. They've got linemen. And D-line is loaded. They had a lot of injuries in spring practice, and a lot of their top 7 D linemen did not even play because they've been hurt. Mm-hmm. But every one of them besides one, I think, will be returning when they pick back up coming up in a few weeks. And Kentucky's going to do their thing. Stoops going to do his thing with his guys, the coaching staff, the strength coach, academic coach. Everybody's doing their thing.
Mhm.
I want to say this: DG, Damon Green.
Yes.
He's transferring from Bryant Station standout, football and baseball. Is leaving the University of Kentucky, and I wish him well. I can't wait to figure out where he lands. But whoever gets him is getting they're getting a gem. They're getting a gem.
Shout out to DG.
Yes, definitely. They're getting a gem to represent Lexington, Kentucky, and Bryant Station football. So I'm excited about that for him.
Oh yeah, Mr. Brown said Missouri has made strides in talent rail. So yeah, Tennessee and Missouri are going to be good teams this year.
Yeah, Missouri's going to be nice. Missouri was nice last year.
They were nice last year,
and
too.
When they upset, if you will, at that time, Kentucky, people didn't realize how good Missouri was. Mr. Brown, you're absolutely correct. Missouri is loaded, steady. They're like Ole Miss. Ole Miss is steady, and Ole Miss can knock you off. And they're looking. Kempen is looking to go over the top to try to get a dub and beat quality teams. So with that said, I'm excited about that. Now. We hit this area. We hit this area. You ready?
I'm ready.
I got a question. And don't take it personal. What the heck is your boys? Who's your boys?
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I don't want to talk about it because Jerry Jones is trash. Like,
why? Say his name.
Ezekiel Elliott is coming back.
1-year contract.
Like why?
Like why?
Like why?
No, I'm just asking.
You shouldn't have got rid of the who did we get rid of? I don't know who we got rid of. But Ezekiel's gonna be back, and I don't know why.
And then you re-sign.
Trey
Lance.
Why?
Why? And then then Tyrone Jones, the receiver, who Mr. Drop a lot.
Why?
That's your team. I'm asking.
Why? All I'm just saying is why, right? And so just because you are a billionaire and you own the #1 brand in NFL football in the world does not equate to intelligence. You can have a master's degree, but that don't mean you're intelligent or you have common sense. Because at this point, common sense is no longer common when it comes to dealing with the Dallas Cowboys.
That's your team.
And that's my team.
That's your team.
I claim them.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
But y'all got a C+. Y'all got a C+ on your draft. Yeah. You got the kid out of Oklahoma, old lineman. Tyler, I think it's Guyton. Guyton. What is that? Guyton. Is that it? Old lineman. The Niners. They drafted the receiver, Ricky Presslett out of Florida, and he got a D. But he ain't got to be the man because we thought we was going to lose our two top receivers. They're both coming back for the Niners. The Niners got pretty good draft choice. They ended up drafting a cornerback, an old line, a safety, running back, wide receiver, and then another old line and a linebacker. Fix some holes that we need to fix on defense. So we're going to lose, meaning the Niners. We're going to lose a lot of players next year because of money.
Yeah,
our window.
Everybody is going to want to get paid.
Oh, I don't blame them.
Yeah, and you can't blame them.
You can't blame them,
and you can't pay all of them.
I'm sorry. No, Mark Higgs is calling me.
Well, go ahead, answer the phone.
Let me see what he's got to say.
Let's see what Mark Higgs got to say.
Higgy, I'm on a podcast. What's up, man?
Oh, you on a podcast?
Yeah, about time you called me back. I had to get on you.
So y'all do know Mark Higgs played for the
Miami Dolphins.
Cowboys. Hey, you're on my podcast right now, Higgy.
Right now, Higgs.
Live. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. And you call.
All right, I'll call you back. All right. Yeah, I was going to ask him some personal questions.
Right. We'll get him on a podcast. We'll call him back and get him on a podcast.
Mark Higgs is one of the top. He's in the circle, one of the top running back. Now, I was calling him to communicate with him because that's his homeboy just coming at quarterback to ask that question. Why is he coming to UK? Mm-hmm. And so we will have that answer for you because I'm curious. and he's real close with his mom. It's Owensboro, just like me growing up in Bowling Green. We know you.
Mm-hmm.
We know you since you was a baby, and we know each other because we was a baby. His mom and him are the same age, so they grew up that way. So that's why I called him earlier, and I was like, "You better call me back." I didn't know he was gonna call me back right there.
Yeah, but Gridiron Beauties, that was a great point too. Jerry Jones is just like Al Davis; he needs to be removed. I totally agree. But when when you're the man and you're the owner and you call all the shots, you kind of do what you want to do. The kids are going to have to come to a point where they're going to just have to tell dad to just go sit down somewhere. Okay. But I think the kids are just as bad as he is.
But I have a question. If you can type this in, Al Davis and Jerry Jones, how they're the same? I don't see them the same. I'm just saying, from my perspective, Al Davis was about equality. Al Davis sued the NFL because NFL was trying to dictate what to do. Al Davis played his players, and everybody loved to be a Raider. Everybody fought hard to be a Raider. And because Al Davis said, just win, baby. Okay, Jerry Jones is like, I don't care. Help me out. Okay, I'm looking for your response because
both taking on talent that are over the hill. Oh, gotcha. That's true.
But who does besides Elliott? Who does Jerry Jones take on? He don't get talent. His talent is in his coaching staff to develop them because on paper they look good. They're young and they're in their primes. That's what I mean. They're young and they're in their primes.
Jerry Jones is like a George Steinbrenner of the 70s Yankees. He made player moves that was questionable.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Did Brown say that?
No. That was, yes.
Okay.
Mr. Brown said that.
Mark Higgs.
Oh, and this is another
brother. Kenny. Yeah, Kenny can ball. Kenny was a basketball superstar. And but yeah, I totally agree with that statement. It's sort of like that one year with the owner who's no longer with the what is Washington's name now? Not the Redskins.
The Commanders.
The Commanders, when they brought in all these old superstars, Dion and Bennett and all these guys, and they were over the hill for name recognition. And I don't know. Well, maybe. What's your guy's name again? Running back.
Zeke.
Yeah, thank you. When Zeke, maybe he's doing
my face.
No. Maybe he's doing a 1 year in retirement.
To allow him to retire as a Cowboy. Because they did that for Emmett.
Because he's got his money.
Yeah.
But Emmett was actually done and said, "I'm only doing a 1 day contract."
Oh.
It wasn't a 1 year like Jerry Rice did a 1 day contract.
So he can
retire to be a 49er. Maybe that's what he's trying to look to do. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I know for a fact that I didn't understand the move, and it's not up to me to understand it. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Sam, cousin Sam, what's going on? He said, I believe Jerry has loyalty to his players similar to Cal.
Who's this?
Mr. Brown said, I believe Jerry has a loyalty to his players similar to Cal.
Well, he's invested.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll give you that.
I don't know who this is. Love Stan Kroenke.
Yes.
He lets the football operations Snead deal with the operations. Love the. Oh, was that the one that did the deal with Snead over with the Titans?
Yes.
Snead is my cousin, right? I had his mama on a couple of shows again.
Yes, you did.
She was pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, thank y'all for the engagement. I always love with Mr. Brown. He's my favorite. And Gridiron Beauties, thank you for coming
on the show, Mr. Brown.
I've been trying to get him on the show. I tried to get him on. That's why Sean Woods ended up coming on, because I tried to get him to come on. I should have sent you the link. Oh, he said the LA Rams he meant.
Oh, LA Rams.
LA Rams. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So let's stick with the NFL.
Okay.
There was a question today, and I want to know your opinion on this.
My opinion.
It's a really good question.
Real good question. All right.
So somebody, I can't remember the name. Of course, my bad. I can't remember. But he said that the NBA players, all the NBA players can go to the NFL to play, but the NFL can't come to the NBA to play.
I think I wouldn't say all. because the difference is with NBA. I used to think football players can go to the NBA, NFL football players. You can get an NBA player bigger and stronger, and they don't have to do this and that. And it depends on for example, if Cheetah went to the NBA, he's got to be a guard.
Right.
So he's got to have handles.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you don't have those handles.
If you don't have those handles, you're gonna get them. You're gonna get that cookie taken.
Right.
Okay. Just like
Oscar Rivers on the McAfee show. Thank you, Gridiron Beauties.
Just like Fant, who used to be a basketball player for Western Kentucky,
and then
he's one of the top tackles in the NFL because he's big and strong, which God has blessed him to be. He's got something you can't teach, and that's height. Then you get him to lift, and his feet is nice. Now you get him to technique. Okay, I think certain positions, certain players. Yes. It's not all.
Right.
It's not even close.
It would be hard to come in.
But they talk about LeBron James coming to the NFL. No, he cries too much. Number one,
he don't like get hit.
He don't like contact. He's the biggest non-contact person. Cry me a Jason Timberlake, cry me a river that I've ever seen. And just like his coach made a comment, if he spends less time arguing for officials, then maybe, he could play a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree, Grant. There are dual players that play both, but position is the key. It depends on the position. It would be hard for you to come in. It's almost like baseball. Like you can't just not play baseball for years and then think that you're going to hit the ball or think that you're going to be top of the line. It takes timing and it takes
you got to be on time.
You got to be, your timing has to be good. And it's the same thing with basketball too. You can't not play the game and then just come off the street and think that you're going to play. Now I have one, at work, it's been 10, 20 years since I played and won our free throw contest couple years in a row.
Okay, hold on.
But that's just me. Everybody can't just come off and still just have it like that.
Okay,
able to still be able to have that touch like that. I'm just saying. But that's totally different. Just shooting free throws than it is being able to just handle the rock. Now I wouldn't be able to have my handles wouldn't be the same.
That's what I'm saying.
My handles wouldn't be the same.
Free throw shooting and handles are two different things. They're not the same thing. And what I'm getting at is it depends on the position you're playing. It depends on the position you're playing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because if you Cheetah, you got to be a guard.
Yes.
So it means you got to have some handles. Now, if you are LeBron, who's big and strong, Mr. Soft-a-Lot, if you put Mr. Soft-a-Lot in the blocks, he may get stronger and get used to the contact.
Maybe.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But he can't stand getting hit.
Put him at tight end. He's athletic. He's a big young man.
And I forgot what he did play because he did play football.
Yeah, but and that makes a difference to me, in my opinion. Is it depends on what position you're looking to play. Because if you're a big kid and you're playing basketball and you're a center, like the big kid from NC State.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He could go to the NFL.
Yes.
Because he's big and strong, and he's already blessed with the size, and he can move.
Yes.
So put him at a tackle.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
his job is 1001, 1002, 1003. The ball's gone.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if he was a tackle, put him in the NBA, then he's going to foul out.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be over aggressive.
Yeah.
Vice versa. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So he said LeBron is yes, LeBron is fragile now. I totally agree. He cries too much. And that's my dude. He said we have girls in the that need that in the WFA. Absolutely.
Girls need what?
I need that in the WFA.
Need what?
Dual players that play both. That transition from one sport and then come and play in the WFA. And in the WFA we're
WFA.
The Women's Football Alliance is the league that I play for.
No, I thought you was talking about the WNBA.
No, yeah, we did. But he was saying that the same thing that with the players that from football to basketball, from basketball to football, should also come to the WNBA. I was just acknowledging them. I'm
gonna get in trouble.
Whatever.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
And Mr. Brown, I see what you said about me, and I thank you, and I appreciate that.
What you said?
He said it's just
I
a
said
really good. You see, he said
you
that
just took it off.
I'm perhaps one of the most engaged women enthusiasts on multiple platforms that he follows, and my quest to provide life-moving stories about the lives while associated with sports. Fascinating information weekly. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming on. That is so
true. And let me say this. Let me tell you, my girl. I have to throw this in before I walk it because I always leave before it's over.
God, it's almost over.
Here it is. Amazing, guys. Everybody that can hear my voice, hear me. She's amazing. She goes to Chicago. She goes to St. Louis. They have a game. She drives to Chicago.
No, we drove to Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids. Help me out. Okay.
We had a game in Grand Rapids.
Detroit.
2 hours from Detroit.
Right. Grand Rapids. And then you drove to
3 hours to Chicago.
Then she drove to Chicago. And she does the game. She's with her daughter. And then she drives back to Lexington and gets home about 12:30 and gets up and is at Toyota at
6 o'clock in the morning.
No, you left the house at 5.
I left the house at 5.
And I mean, that's grinding. That is grinding. I called in. I'm sick.
But I mean, and on a daily basis, like tomorrow, I'll have track practice and then I'll go to football practice after I've been at work all day.
Well,
but that's what we do. But your schedule is just as.
We're not talking about me.
Your schedule is just as intense. Our schedules are intense. We love what we do.
Love it, and that's because of him.
Yes, God is good.
God has given us the ability and given us the strength. And some days, you just don't want to get up, and then you got to go and do what He's blessed you to do. And but I will say this about. I'm excited about y'all's game this weekend.
I'm excited about our game this weekend.
I start my 13-year-old baseball league. We'll be in Jefferson, Indiana, which is an hour and 43 minutes from here. And then I'll drive because we end up playing at 4:30 and 6:30. So after our game, I'll drive to Holy Cross and to support my wife and watch them get this dub and upset. And just do their thing, and I get a look. I love the baby. I love they're not babies.
So you got to wear white. We're wearing white polo. Coaches are wearing white polos. So you wear a white polo because you got to be on the sideline with me.
No, first of all, I'm not wearing a white
Please.
Polo.
Yeah, babe. That's what the coaches are wearing.
I don't have no white polo.
Well, you'll have one by Saturday.
I wear my T-shirt that's representing, and I'll be on the side. And I sit there and I go and I watch and I enjoy because my girl's going to be playing.
The slam is a big challenge. We're a 28 point.
We're talking about my girl right now.
We're a 28 point.
Babe, we're talking about my girl right now. Who's my girl?
Angie.
Thank you very much. Angie is she protects the Louisville, area. She's a police officer.
Plays middle linebacker.
And
she's my fullback.
And she's they got a lot of them. I mean. But her intensity is amazing, and her will and everything she does, and all the ladies there. They've got a very squad team, very athletic.
Yeah, last week Nicole was our defensive player of the game because Angie didn't play, so Nicole can play. Nicole, called the defense and played middle linebacker for us.
And did her thing. And if you saw her, she's a DB.
Yes, she plays outside linebacker.
Yeah, she's a DB. She's a DB.
And then Essence was our offensive player of the game. She had 7 touchdowns in the first half. But the slam is going to be a big challenge for us. Last year, we played them really, really well. Like I said, we were the only team that scored against them and the only team that picked off their quarterback last year. But we made mistakes as a team, and we can't. Against a team like the slam, you just can't make mistakes. Well, they're very fundamentally sound.
Well, you see
they've been playing together. Yeah, they've been playing together for 25 years because they play flag football in the off season, so they actually play year round. They play flag football and then they turn around and they play tackle during our season, and so that they play together as a team. And But I like our team, and I like what we're doing. If we don't get the dub, I know we're going to show up to play on Saturday. I hope we get a crowd. We got cleats to whistle will be coming, and they will be broadcasting. So I'll make sure I have the link to that. We'll have another link. I forgot who else is gonna be showcasing the game. So there'll be a couple of links where you guys will be able to watch for free. Do not pay for any links. So when I put our links to our games, don't fall for none of that spam crap that be showing up underneath my post, because during the game I won't be able to monitor my social media to be able to delete those. But don't pay for any games to watch our games online. They will be free.
All righty. Well, I mean, we hit a little bit of everything. UK baseball again. Good job.
Ooh, we ain't touch on no WNBA.
Okay, WNBA. All right, we can touch on it. We got 5 minutes. Let's touch on WNBA. Here's my thing with the WNBA. It is fun. The young rookies that came in, the 2-year, 3-year young ladies that can flood our play. Only thing I have a problem, give everybody their props. Don't just give it to a certain people. Don't give it to 3 people. That WNBA, those babies can play. All I know is if we have a pickup game, even in my prime, I ain't guarding none of them. They ain't making me look stupid. And they've got that ability. And who's my 2 girls?
Kayla Clark. Oh, your 2 girls of all time. My bad.
Thank you.
His 2 girls of all time is Diana Taurasi and
really?
The one from Tennessee.
Really?
That played for Indiana. What's her name? They're your girls. They're your girls.
Unbelievable.
They'll be fun. They will be fun to watch. I like Angel Reese, and I'm not Holtzclaw, the other one. The one that has the hearing impairment. I can't think of her name. Hold on.
I couldn't think of my girl.
Yeah. Anyway, so
unbelievable.
I like Angel Reese. I'm upset that Cardoso is injured. I think she might be out for the rest of the season, but she had an injury, a shoulder or something like that. But she's out for like 6 to 8 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks. I love that they're selling out arenas, that they're having to get bigger venues. They just gave them chartered planes for the rest of the season. That's for first time, but that's good. So I'm looking forward. Yes, thank you, Tamika Catchings. Tamika Catchings. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Tamika Catchings.
Yeah. How did he know? And you could. I was about to say the name before we left.
I just had a brain fart. Sorry. Again, y'all, I don't use a script, so sometimes I'm getting at that age where I just don't remember stuff
as sharp as my 2 girls,
as sharp as I used to.
Okay, now going to end on a sad.
I got to leave on Layshaw.
Okay, we're going to leave on Layshaw, but let me say this: prayers and love to the Keys.
Yeah,
Dante Lacole lost her mother. They put her to rest this weekend, and Dane Key, Devin Key,
our nephews.
That is a part of our family, and we want to give prayers and strength to their family and Nicole's family. Losing your mom and my wife is still blessed, and I know how it is to lose my mom, and you hear me say it. I want to tell her something, and it's been 4 years, and so love and prayer to the Keys and her and Nicole's family.
Yes,
and I don't know Nicole's maiden name, so I apologize for that. But with that said, and especially Dane, that's his grandmother, and Devin, that's their grandmother, and she was a big part of their life at every game, cheering and for years. I mean, when they were babies, he would show up, and so anyway, we want to give love and prayers to that, and then we're going to go a little brighter note with Layshaw, but I just want to put that out there that the Keys family and the Nicole's family is in. Which is the same, is in our prayers.
Absolutely.
Okay? All right, go ahead.
Absolutely. And so, so the last thing that we're going to finish out with, for those of you, we're so involved with sports that we became part of the board for the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame. And so we're getting ready to have our third annual induction on September the 23rd, I think. Sorry, September the 23rd. And so we're going to be having the tickets out here. Well, I'll be out pretty soon. We're still looking for sponsors. We're still looking for people that would be interested in being a part of that, because, you know, we do get a lot of people that, you know, kind of have criticism about what we got going on. But, you know, people don't know all the lead work and all the hard work that we did to put in it. And they have the Juneteenth, a 5K fun run and health fair, which is on June the 15th at Coldstream Park. They have booth available. So if you're a vendor, so if you have like healthy food, anything dealing with fitness or something like that, you can actually have a booth out there for that. So that's just one of the fundraisers that we're having. This is my birthday month. And so if you would like to contribute to my birthday, the proceeds will go to Layshoff, and it will go towards a scholarship. So we do scholarships to student athletes every year. And so I want to make sure that I promote that. But right now I want to make sure y'all are tuning in. So on my Hits and Heels, you should see where I have posted for my league, the Women's Football Association. We have huge games this week, especially on the pro level. And I think I've already have kind of shared those, but I will definitely be resharing those on Saturday. Most of the games will be between, 5 and 8. Our game doesn't start until 8. It'll be a late game. So if you guys can make that trip out to Louisville, to Holy Cross High School at 8 o'clock, I think the gates will open at 7. But we'll be there early because we'll be doing all of our pregame stuff. We have the Cleats to Whistle will be there. The Cleats to Whistle podcast will be there, and you will be able to go on YouTube and be able to watch it from their live stream. And I don't know what the other one. There'll be 2 live streams that I know for sure that will be broadcasting our game if you can't make it live.
Even if you can't make it, so you can truly appreciate it, males, guys, boys, men, respect it. Just watch it. Okay, maybe 8 o'clock is late. I get it.
But it's a Saturday.
Okay, well, wait a second, babe. Let me finish. Maybe 8 o'clock is late. But if you watch it, you will enjoy it. It's not a joke. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm watching them. The ladies can ball. And you will forget, no disrespect to the ladies,
that they're women.
They're ladies. You will forget because you will see, oh, it's football.
Yes, real football. It's real football. Tackle football. You'll get hits and everything.
And then they make the plays. They do this. They get in back and forth conversations. And it's kind of beep, beep, beep. You know what I mean? And it's exciting. And then you forget that they're ladies, but they're competitive. And that's what makes it, right, babe? That's what makes it pretty cool.
That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. I enjoy it. Gridiron Beauties, thank you. They have a website where they keep up with, it's probably one of the top premier websites that I follow that actually covers women's tackle football. It's real women's tackle football. It's not the lingerie league. It's not flag football. It's women's tackle football. And so make sure you go and follow them. Mr. Brown, thank you for being on. Kevin Watson, if you're still on here, I can't wait to see you all on Saturday. Niece, if you're still on, thank you. SDC,
and everyone
thank
else,
you for
even
coming
if
on.
you didn't respond.
And I see there's still like 36 people on, so I have no idea.
But
who
thank
is watching.
you.
Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you.
And the greatest thing about it is, Niece, much love. All right, I love the post you put up with family butts, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Any last minute things, Coach Bryant?
Okay.
Did we cover everything?
We covered everything. We bounced around a little bit.
We bounced around, but
that's what we do.
That's what we do.
We're on together, and we want to say, go Niners, bang bang Niner game. How about them Cowboys? All right. Go Cats.
Go Cats.
All right. And anyone else?
Go to Third City Dynamite.
Dynamites, yes.
Bryant Station Baseball.
Bryant Station BA.
Crawford Middle School.
Because we are.
Crawford.
That's right. Bang, bang. Cougars.
Okay. Who else?
And
Did we shout out everybody?
shout out to everyone. But again, I appreciate you letting me come on.
Hey, by popular demand, I get a lot of requests of when are you coming? When is your husband coming back on? Because he's hilarious.
First of all, so I'm funny.
Oh, you funny. So funny.
So I amuse you.
You amuse me.
Yeah, you know what movie that's from? So I'm a joke.
You a joke.
Okay.
I'm laughing
too hard. Too hard. Brown, get up.
Oh, that is a good. He said that LeBron fractured the NBA with building superstar rosters, and Cal fractured college basketball with the one and done. Both men influenced the good and the bad of North American basketball. That's a great
point.
Great
the
point.
Only thing I can say about LeBron that I give him is unbelievable props. He came out of high school with unbelievable hype than any player, and he lived up to it.
Yes,
I give him that credit.
Yeah.
You got to give him that. But then he reads his press.
Yeah.
Instead of him just playing, he's reading his press. And everybody's going to have a say-so when they're superstars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you look at the singers and the actors, they start demanding stuff when they become it.
Right.
And I get it. But sometimes you got to go, shh. Because if anybody saw that a coach that got fired from the Lakers, he was brutal.
That was brutal.
He was brutal.
He deserved to get fired off of that because that was brutal.
He was already fired.
Oh, was he when he said that?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, because it was brutal.
They blamed him.
Yes.
For what he did, and he told the truth. But the only problem is, I hope he gets a chance because Charles Barkley, Smith, the Jet, and even Shaq said, and they all said that he can actually coach. And sometimes when you say stuff like that, you don't get an opportunity to coach again. And so I hope, I hope.
Well, maybe he will.
Maybe he will.
Yeah. Well, I'm shouting out my DCD. Like I said, they you know, I hope that you guys come out and play. Make sure that you're look for my link. Oh, go Ty Bryant. How do we not say go Ty Bryant? We said go Kentucky. That included Ty Bryant. He said, "Oh, Art Edwards is the face of the NBA."
But he
surpassing Ja Morant.
Yeah, but he ain't Michael.
It's not Michael.
Call him Michael.
Yeah. Oh, my Uncle Dale is on. Hey, Uncle Dale.
Hey,
thanks for coming on. And anybody else that don't come on, you know, if you want to be if you guys want to be a guest, I'm booking.
No,
I'm getting ready to
me.
I'm getting ready to get booked because for July and August we're booking up because most of those are going to be people from either past and future inductees of the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
because they have we've had some absolutely fantastic people that have already been inducted and some that are coming to be inducted. Who you looking for?
I can't wait to see VT, Vince Taylor. Oh my God. Y'all don't understand. That was my dog. I mean, when he finished playing, he came back to Lexington. He owned a little restaurant and we hung out. It's sort of like being around George Adams, which I didn't get around him because I was still in Bandy.
I came and saw George, and I was so glad that I got
to.
I can't wait to have him on.
And you know, and having, you know, them and Dirty D, which is Damani Dawson.
Yes.
I mean, I don't understand. These guys are amazing. And the biggest one that I enjoyed sitting down having a conversation with, that it wasn't quick and to the point, was T-Bone Shelby.
I can't wait to have him on.
I mean, T-Bone Shelby, I got his number.
I got his number too. I was going to say it's too late to call him right now.
Yeah, T-Bone Shelby, it was one of the guys, because I'm an LA Blue fan, LA Dodgers, and he is amazing. His wife is definitely amazing.
His wife is amazing.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. Oh my God, she's amazing.
She raised those boys because he was doing his thing, and if you met any of the Shelby boys, they are academically outstanding. just great young man, and we hope our baby falls in that type of
Absolutely.
footstep, which he's doing.
Yes.
And we're proud of him. We ain't gonna front it and
Yeah,
say
we're not going to front say we're not.
We're very proud of him.
We're proud of both of our kids.
Oh, both of them. And the daughter got her house now, and so we got somewhere we can go mooch in Chicago. You know, think she'll charge us?
That's your child. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all. If make sure you support the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame. Make sure you support my Derby City Dynamite. We need sponsors, and we need you to watch the games. We need you to come out to the games. Some of our girls also have NIL deals. I know Nicole and Crystal and you know, some of them have, you know, you can actually buy some of the jerseys of some of my players, you know, and get some paraphernalia and all that type of stuff.
Last thing, Mr. Brown. I just got a note that you will be coming on the show, and let it be written, let it be done, and fascinated to have you on the show real soon. I mean that.
Anybody that wants to be on a guest, let me know so we can start booking it.
And I will prove it. But Mr. Brown is who we want on the show, and I will make sure I'm on when he's on.
Of course.
Because his knowledge and information is fantastic, and we'll go from there. But sweetheart, I appreciate you letting me come on.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, babe.
All right, and go Niners, go Cougars,
go Cowboys.
All I'm gonna say is Zeke. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, why is Zeke back?
Because he's a Cowboy.
All right, well, we're done with the show. We're already over, and y'all are still on here, and we appreciate that. We've had some pretty good shows. Make sure you guys share. Go to YouTube. I always forget to go to YouTube, and if you subscribe on YouTube for me, and make sure you share on Facebook. And I'm looking to. I guess I'll be hiring somebody pretty soon because I haven't been repurposing anything so that you guys can get like the little snippets of some of our shows. But I will be doing that because I've had some good shows, and I really need y'all to really see my girls from the Derby City Dynamite from the women's tackle football team. That was the reason why. One of the reasons why I actually started Hits and Heels was because my husband made me a football coach, and you see I kind of got my jerseys. These are my jerseys. I don't play. I just got jerseys. And so we'll be in black this weekend. Somebody wants to wear my jersey, I'll let you wear it. So come out 8:00 Saturday. But also look for my links on the Hits and Heels site, and I'll give you the links to all of the other games. I know Atlanta's on there, but we got some really good pro teams that are playing this weekend. That'll be out there too. So go and support the women's tackle football. And I love y'all. Peace and blessings and deuces. We'll see you next week. Bye, Sam. My cousin Sam. Bye, Uncle Dale. Bye, Mr. Brown. Bye, Gridiron Beauties, and everybody else. Anybody else that's on there, thank y'all.